I mean, we finished at like midnight,
Yeah.
and then we had another game. Shohei was pitching. There's a lot of exciting things going on. So no. Over. Yeah. So Brian put his daughter, and that's Brian's daughter saying that.
So no pressure on the Dodgers, but we're going to have to keep up because we've got 4 Freeman kids after this season. We need 4 World Series rings, right?
I mean, that only makes a lot of sense. So I guess we got one more to go.
So
I don't think the Dodgers fans would be happy with just one, though.
yeah, I mean, I think that should be your sell job, actually. Let's do it for the Freeman kids.
I like that. I like that thought. We had 3 already, so we added another kid, so we just got to add another ring.
Yeah, it's Dodger math. So I'm curious, listen, the goal is to win it every year. I get that.
Yeah.
But now that we're trying for a three-peat, which has not been done in more than a quarter century in this sport, isn't that a little different for you?
I mean, I think we have the same narrative this year than we did as we had last year. It's every team that's won has the same narrative as the Yankees 25 years ago. It's can they repeat? And then now we've repeated, so now we got the same one. They're the last team to repeat. So I think we want to be that team to do it, and that's what we've embraced it. When you put on this uniform, you're expected to win. That's just kind of how it goes, and we love that. We love that about everything about it. So to do something that hasn't been done in 25 plus years, yeah, we want to do that.
So in 2024, we talked about, well, it was last year on the show, we talked about the walk-off grand slam and how somebody got a tattoo of you and how it changed the life of a family out there where it got him to kind of focus on his kids. And I love that story that you told us. What did last year's 18th inning home run do for us?
I don't think anybody remembers it.
What do you mean nobody remembers?
I only care about Game 7. I care about Max's home run, Miguel's home run, and Will Smith's home run. But whatever happened in Game 3 is that's over with. I'm good with that. I think a lot of fans will enjoy that, but I think everyone just remembers Miguel and Will's home run. So I think it's one of the best series, probably in World Series, and that's been played in a long, long time. And to have such special moments for guys that I don't think anybody had game-tying home run from Miguel Rojas on their bingo card.
I did.
But it's just special because that's a gamer, it's a grinder. The game, honored him with how hard he works and what he means to us in the clubhouse. So it was just fun to see. But I have no stories from the 18th inning. I think people are just happy that the game was over.
Yeah. Did you even sleep that night?
It was hard. We finished at like midnight,
Yeah.
and then we had another game. Shohei was pitching. There's a lot of exciting things going on. So no, I don't. Well, we didn't win, and then we didn't win Game 5, so maybe we didn't sleep enough.
So I want to take you back to Game 7.
Yes.
When you're in it, I know it's so different than when you're a fan.
Yeah.
But you also, when the ball's going to left center field in the 9th inning and Pages and Kike are on this collision course, were you thinking that, holy shit, we just lost the World Series?
I don't think I was thinking that. I knew it wasn't a home run, so I was just hoping it wasn't going off the wall, so it's just like you're just hoping for the best. I mean, there were so many different situations in 6 and 7 where we could have lost many different times. So I don't think that one was surprising that happened because we got out of every single thing. But when I thought I was only looking at Kike the whole time, and I didn't really see Andy come out until the last second until Andy ran him over. But Kike still thinks he was going to catch that ball. I don't know. We'll never know. But I'm just glad one of them caught it. But I think we can just count 5, 10 things in Game 6 and 7 that you're like, wow, how did we get out of that? And ended up winning the whole thing because it took every single person on that team doing things that they haven't done. Guys coming out of bullpen starters that haven't done it. Guys hitting home runs that you weren't expecting. Just guys making massive plays. It was just the whole thing. I keep hearing about, that's the greatest World Series to watch. I said, it wasn't the play because it was stressful. It was stressful. But it was when you look back on it and see what we had to go through and overcome and get out of throughout the course of Game 6 and 7. I think that's why everyone was so ecstatic at the end of the last half.
I had Miggy Rowe on this podcast right after, a couple days after.
Yeah.
And we rolled the play to him at second base, and he said, stop. I cannot watch it. What was it like watching that play?
Yeah, I was in the middle because I was coming in just in case it dropped to maybe be a cutoff man if it was going into center field. So I was kind of in there, and then I had a perfect angle of Kike catching it and throwing it, and how he caught it. It's like, I don't know how he caught it. I don't think I mean, only the best glove people will catch that, and Miguel's one of the best in the game. So it was just an amazing play when we needed it to happen. You know, amazing plays. When the time you need an amazing play, it makes it that much more incredible. So I don't know how he still caught it. Then I'm just happy he didn't get hurt when he was how hard he was celebrating. Everyone was just so excited, and to have that play, and then the next game to hit the Game 7 home run to tie it, and in the top of the ninth. What a span of 2 days for Miggy.
So I rewatched the interview you did with the Fox guys after winning the ring.
Yeah.
And Magic Johnson was on the set. And he said some beautiful things about you, about how you changed the Dodgers organization, your leadership skills, who you are consistently every day. And then you guys got pulled off the set. And I never got a chance to hear how you felt when one of the great athletes ever gives you that sort of praise.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of speechless on set when he was saying those kind of things. All you want to do is just do your job good. That's it. That's all I try to do. Do it great, do it good every day, where Doc never has to worry about me, just put me on first base, and that's it. And to have people that are owners of the team, to see that you can affect an organization in such a positive way, it means a lot. It does, especially as you get older in the game, and obviously probably count on one hand how many years I have left. So to hear those words, and in such a short time that I've been here, because this is only my 5th year here, for him to think I have that kind of impact or have that kind of impact on an organization is truly special to me, and that's that means everything to me. Because when you finish playing this game, obviously people are going to say, "Oh, like, that was a good player," but most guys in the game ask, "Was he a good dude? Was he nice? How was he in the clubhouse?" And all you want is to say, "Oh, he was awesome. It was fun to be around him." That's all you really want in this game. You want to show up in 25 years and everyone's happy to see you. You don't want to be that guy where like, "Oh, geez, let's walk the other way." So, I just, I just try and treat everybody the right way, and just kind of just respect everyone, because this world's hard. The
world is hard.
The world is hard. Life is tough. You might as well just let's be a positive light in it. And for Magic to think that, I was speechless on set, and I kind of still am. And hopefully we can get him to a couple more World Series before I retire.
That's not just a Dodger owner.
I know.
I mean, come on.
I don't. Well, a lot of our owners are not just Dodger owners. They're pretty.
Not a lot of them were basketball Hall of Famers and won 5 rings as a player with the Lakers. It's different when it comes from a guy who's been in your shoes, albeit a different sport.
Yeah, I mean, it does, obviously. When you hear guys that have been on the top pinnacle of their sport to have those kind of things to say about you, it is special. I'm still speechless. I really don't know what to say. I was speechless a year ago, still speechless now, but Magic is such a huge influence, not only in the Dodgers organization, but just in sports in general. I think everybody, when you see him walking through, everyone knows who Magic Johnson is. So to have him say such nice things about me, that's one of the more, hair-tingling, sensations I've got in this game.
Can I show you the best piece of baseball content I saw in the offseason? I want to share it with you.
Uh-oh. Do I know?
That one's a really good one.
Oh. Hey, kids. It's me, Freddie Freeman.
Loser.
Trust me, man. We know who you are.
You've really got some nerve coming here.
I just wanted to visit because I'm just so happy and so proud of how you guys are.
Go back to your sunshine and traffic, you hoser. You ruined everything.
By the way, I love what you guys are doing here.
Let's go, Blue Jays. Let's go, Blue Jays. Let's go, Blue Jays.
What is your favorite part of that?
All of it. Those are actually real kids from Sick Kids in Toronto. So I got to meet their parents, got to hear their stories, talk to them. They're doing really well in their recovery. It's a real nurse. Special. So I know people are looking at that and say that's a commercial, but those are actually real people. So obviously when Ryan called me and and asked me to do that, kids and are going to pull at me, you know, just with kids in hospitals, with what we've gone through. I've always been, even before I had kids in the Braves, I had Freddie and Friends. I always did a luncheon. Always try to do things for children's hospitals. You know, because I've always, you know, I was a kid in a lot of hospitals, albeit watching my mom go through it, but I was a kid in the hospital a lot. So seeing these kids fighting and, you know, recovering, and they're doing good. So Ryan asked me and I jumped at it. So I obviously know the skit and and it came out so good.
The skit is incredible. By the way, do you even lift, bro?
You know who that is? That's Ryan Reynolds' daughter.
No, it's not.
Yeah, he voiced her over. Yeah. So Ryan put his daughter in. That's Ryan's daughter saying that.
That is my favorite line when you're walking out
and those kids are so great. I mean, they filmed all day. You know, we were there a long time, and they had a smile on their face the whole time, and you know, it was just fun. And I got a book from one of the kids who has a glass eye. He actually has a Toronto Blue Jays logo on his glass eye.
Oh my God!
A whole book that I read to my kids at night. So it was fun. It's special. You know, you never think you're going to get those kind of experiences, and obviously you kind of jump at those. And obviously it's for a good cause to raise money for the sick kids hospital in Toronto. So hopefully we did well enough.
You did great.
Raise a lot of money for those kids. And,
that's awesome.
You know, hopefully get a few more kids recovering out of the hospital.
But for a guy who's got one of the best eyes in baseball to not realize which kid threw the stuffed animal at you,
I know who did it. I'm just going to I'll keep him right over here. But I'm trying to see if I can get him out to, you know, because we go to Toronto in a week and see see if we can get him out there. But obviously school and all that, we'll see, because we go on the weekdays. But maybe their school will let them out.
I know you've got Cleveland right now. Yep. This is when we're taping. Then I think you've got Washington over the weekend. But to get to Toronto next week, which is obviously near and dear to your heart because both your parents are from Canada.
Yes.
You know, you had played for Team Canada in the WBC in the past. But then to go there after taking a World Series from them, what is that going to be like?
Yeah, I got cheered the game one of the World Series. I don't know how much we're going to get cheered this time around, but I've always had an amazing time going to Toronto. It's a special place for me. I love going in. I always say I feel a little closer to my mom whenever I'm there. So I don't know how warm the welcome will be for our team when we get there, but I always look forward to it. The people that are there, you got Hazel Bay working on the side, just special people in that whole organization that have been around a long time, who care about the sport, who try to do the best they can, and it's always fun to go there. And the people inside the clubhouse that work there, they're special. So I love every second of being in Toronto. So I don't know if they're going to be happy for us to be there, but I'm going to be happy to be there and you know, get to be there again in a week.
I got two other things.
Yep.
ABS, obviously we're just in its infancy right now. Plouffe and I were talking about it on Baseball Today. He thinks that some of the veteran umpires are going to feel so badly they might tap out from working behind home plate because they don't want to be.
I mean, is that even a thing? Can you do that?
I don't know if you can.
I don't know. I don't know how it works in that, you know, environment. But you know, it was definitely different. I've been in the game a long time, so I'm not really used to it. It was kind of an eye opener for me, but I still haven't done it yet. I usually swing at everything around the plate anyway, so I'm sure I'll have to use it at some point. But we're trying to hold ball and strikes. I'm
with you, man.
It's hard. So if they make mistakes, they make mistakes. But kind of like instant replay, everyone was like, "Oh, this is, you know, baseball is, you know, it's been like this forever," and then everyone loves the instant replay. So everyone will get used to the ABS. Everyone will be fine, you know, maybe a couple of years. But I don't know about the umpires and how that will work, but we'll see. I mean, I saw some replays of people back-to-back pitches challenging and things of that nature. But we haven't had that yet in our 3 games so far, but I'm sure it will happen at some point. But we'll see if it kind of makes everybody better on the whole. As you can see, like, hitters want it to be a ball as more than it be a strike. So you can still, like the data that we saw, the catchers are way better than the hitters and things like that. So it's still 50-50. So it's,
keep your eyes open.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
All right, last thing, your boy Clayton Kershaw, now working in this world, in the TV world.
I heard he did great, by the way.
He did. He was fantastic. I look forward to hearing him call a non-Dodger game because I want to hear him talk about.
I think it's a good start for him, though.
It was great. Perfect.
Yeah,
it was perfect.
I don't know how many more he has, and I think it's us again. And I think that's a perfect way to start when you know, like, the back of your hand, so you can feel comfortable in front of a camera, different than throwing sliders and making everybody miss.
I didn't know that he was also trying to be a model. I mean, what the heck? Did you see him in his suit?
Yeah. Well, the clean cut, the short beard is definitely something we haven't seen in a long time.
Like prom photo type stuff.
Sure, Ellen loves it. Maybe 6 kids coming.
The Kershaw six-pack.
Sorry, Ellen.
Uncle Freddie.
We're on our way too. So
Then you really have to win more rings. Awesome seeing you, buddy. It's always a blast.
Always good. Always good.
Well, Freddie Freeman can definitely chat it up with the best of them. That's why we love him here on Dugout.